guys. So I started on my makeup already and then I realized I wanted to film a video. So let me just run you through about what I've done so far. I've just done my eyebrows, my eyelid prep, moisturizer, or not moisturizer, my skin prep, and then spot concealing. So I don't have anything pulled out because I'm so not profesh. For skin prep, I've used the MAC Studio Radiance. And I do like it. It makes my face feel so nice. For eyebrows, I have the ColourPop eyebrow gel in light brown. And then their Boss Brow in also light brown. And spot concealer, wow, who could have guessed the NARS spot concealer. And for eyelid prep, for the Morphe Solo Artist eyelid prep, and that is kind of hard to work with a little bit. I don't know if Morphe's just trying this out for the first time or whatever, but it's kind of hard to use. I'm also not a makeup artist or well skilled, so. Do you have a hair tie? What do you mean my purse? Just realized I wanted a hair tie. Yeah. Just because my hair just sometimes gets in my way and I just don't want it in the way. So first off, you start with a brown liner. So I'm using the Urban Decay 24 in Whiskey. My mirror is like right here, so. You just line the bottom. And you line the top. And then you smush your eyes together. And then you kind of like put powder down. The only thing I don't like about this one specifically is just the fact that it's a warm brown. And I need a cool brown. Okay, that didn't really do anything. So I'm actually going to take the eyeliner and pull your eyelid taut, and I'm gonna go all the way. This way it like redens the eyes. It's okay if it's a little thick. You can either even it out, or you can take your fingers and just you kind of end up with this like lighter brown, which I don't mind, but I am gonna make it just a little bit darker. So I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild multi stick. It's kind of almost the same color, but it'll be a little bit darker. This is just what I should have used to begin with. It's a semi-matte. It's okay if it's messy. You can go and clean it up. That's just what we're gonna do. So once you get that kind of smothered on your eye, this side is a lot prettier than this side. Just let that be for a second. I am gonna go in with my Hard Candy shadow marker in Stoned and put that kind of right in the crease. And again, we're using our fingers, and you can kind of just overlap it. It's supposed to be like messy and cute, right? So I'm gonna make it cute here in just a minute. But first, it's gotta look bad before it looks good, girl. Also, this is a lot more of a cold. It's more of a cool tone brown. So, and I know just the color to put on top. You gotta look a little crazy first. I'm gonna have to pause this and go do my makeup sponge. But Doesn't matter. What was I gonna... This palette. Okay. We're gonna grab a Kohl palette. Kohl Tone palette by... I don't fucking want to talk about it because I refuse to get another palette until this shit runs out. Because I do like the Kohl tones. So... I'm gonna dance into Last Respects, which is this color, and I've used this color in my eyebrow 1,000 times. Oh, cutie! That's not even the same fucking color. We're gonna go with Inheritance, which is way more darker, which is what I want. You're like, how do you make this cuter? Girl, just give me a fucking minute. I'm going in with a flat brush. This is made by Mitchell and ME3. And also, you could just skip a step and go straight to this, but the creams is just more fun to like smudge around and have fun with and not really like take it super serious. I'm gonna go in with the Morgue. It's kind of a lighter dark brown or a lighter cool tone brown. And we're just gonna use that to smoke out those edges. I'm kind of thinking just doing black instead. Like just throwing on a black instead of a brown. I don't know. I'll see. We're gonna take the About Face. What are these called? I think these are the Fractal Eye Paints. This one is in Smolder. And now I'm just gonna rub it on my finger because we're just gonna press it kind of more in the middle of the eyelid. Kind of like you did a halo eye, but not really. Now this, you can put like a powder on top and like really... But I just like putting it on my finger mostly because I feel like you can kind of spread it out more than like applying it directly with the thing. Now on top, I'm going to take Lady Bird by ColourPop. I'll wipe off my finger. She can use a different finger. These are so buttery smooth. I love these. And this is actually what I'm going to use on top of the Fractal eye paint, just because I feel like it would be so pretty. Oh yeah. With like the Rockstar Girlfriend makeup, it's really glittery sometimes. So it's okay if you like kind of, you know, put it a little bit on more of the lid and whatnot. I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna put more on this lid. Grab my makeup wipes and I clean my brush and grab some Q-tips. So let's go. I'm just gonna clean directly underneath the eye because again, I will most likely there. And you're just gonna wipe. It's with black. Oh. And pull and boom. I just do big ass wings. It is what it is. Also means I can change up my mascara. Okay. I should be putting stuff away as I'm done using it. That might be a good idea. Are these going to be even? Absolutely not. Yep. You see how much thicker this one is? And just this little chubby wing. Oh my god. I feel like it's so long. My biggest op is doing wing eyeliner. I feel like I need to thicken this one just a little bit. Okay. Don't take this from me who can't do wing liner, guys. If you can do a good wing, God bless you. I cannot, so okay. They had a different formula of these. Because I got the Perversion, which is this shade. But I've had it before. And it had way more staying power. And it was a completely all black, like, pencil. Like, the lid was the black. And this little end was black. I don't know. So I don't know if they changed formulas or what. Okay. Now that everything has kind of settled down, I'm just going to actually take whatever is left on this brush and attack that spot. I get bad breakouts around my eyes, and I don't know why. So I either have this foundation, which isn't the Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer, and you can clearly see it's well loved. Or I have my Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is in shade 112. It's not my shade. But I think I'm going to go with the Fit Me today. Oh, that's so yellow. Even when I blend it out. It's just because it's like Rockstar Girlfriend makeup. And so, like, I feel like it's a whole lot more of a matte full beat. So that's what we're doing. If you hear something jingle, my best friend got me an Italian charm bracelet for my birthday. And I have a little dangly piece. It's not my fault. She picked out the charms for me as well. Okay. And you know this is just going to look worse when I put powder on. I recently went back and reconsidered my undertones because I thought it was neutral because I do wear golds and silvers, but I realized that that doesn't mean my skin tone is neutral. I'm a fair cool tone girl. That's what that is. Maybe I'll go out and do something today since I'm doing this beat. So right now, everything that I own is the fair neutral shades. So like, just bear with me for a minute. I'm gonna take a Q-tip because I grabbed Q-tips and I'm trying to fucking delete that piece. Yeah, that worked. And if it's not looking good, we can just use a Q-tip and clean it up. Okay. We are gonna do cleans and then powders. This is my new YSL bronzer that I bought a while ago, like back in October, and I haven't used it yet because I still have my other one. But you want to know why this lasts me forever? I don't do makeup that much. I have this much left. And this is how I pick it up. Yeah, we get in the vision here. That doesn't change, but I feel like I can see what I'm doing a lot better. Okay. The alsos of having a shaved head, I have to... You can see where I put my bronzer down. It's my least favorite thing. Also, I'm going to blend it in a little bit more. I'm just trying to lay the color down where I want it before we blend it out more. This is a Colorane small angled brush. RIP Colorane, they're no longer a business. And see how much progress I made? None. I use very little of this product, and that's why it lasts me forever. I know girls go and like, whoa, 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 but that's too much product when I put it on when I draw it on my face. So I can also tell this is the new one. Just this one looks way more manhandled than this one does. Oh, perfect. I need concealer. Okay, we're gonna put on blush. It's the About Face in the Dust. It's my favorite blush, and I think it works really well as the Rockstar Girlfriend blush. You're like, that's a lot of blush. Oh, it is. Oh, I know. You can't take that out of me. You can't take a blush, girl. I kind of smile to see like where I want it to stop. I want it to stop usually before I get to the apples of my cheeks. Just because I look better with a higher blush placement. It just works better for my face shape. So I try to just do that. Usually you don't place this much blush on my nose, but I'm just feeling it today. Okay. This is it. Concealer. Okay. A little dot on the nose. Chin. I don't wear this much concealer anymore. I paint like a drag queen too, so I gotta cut out my cheeks, babe. You just if you feel like it's too much, you can kind of just try to use whatever is left on your bronzer brush to second. I don't know. I always use the butt end to kind of blend it in with the foundation because I don't like it super bright. You know, I am highlighting that part of my body. You're like, when do you use the tip? Right now. I try to follow right underneath. We're gonna cut the liner and follow it down the nose. And just to like blend in cutely with the blush, which I hope translates well. my eyes like this for a minute. Just so I can pour powder. Oh, actually, I don't see my Morphe spray and that pisses me off. So we're using Urticale liner. You want to set your creams. Put powder on top, set your powders. It's all good, girl. Found my Morphe spray. Okay. Now we're gonna blend out the eye creases. Powder it. Let it bake a little bit. Shh. I also don't use the powder puff correctly. Sorry, guys. I just dump it right in and I go right in. I don't care. It's so relieving to know that it's not something I need to worry about. I also have this thing where, like, if I feel like I pat off the excess powder, there's no powder on the powder puff. So, that's why I say it. This is my favorite brush in the entire world. This is from BH Cosmetics. Who remembers BH Cosmetics? And this is a fluffy dome brush. I love it because it's literally the size of my forehead. Funny enough. So I dump it in the powder. I do tap off excess and then I will press the powder in. Basically doing like what you would do with a brush or with a powder puff, I do with the brush. I want everything in my skin. I want my skin to sop it up. I will go and like brush over afterwards, but that's only when I make sure that everything feels set. That's the thing, is that it can be set, but you have to make sure it feels set. Don't forget, if you push it on your ears, to set your ears. Okay. And this is when I will lightly swipe what is left over underneath my eye. Okay. Now that we're completely set, we're going to go in with a Morphe spray. Drench your face. And you just wait for that shit to dry. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the stain on because we're using a stain. We're using the Ulta Beauty Weightless Water Lip Stain. This is my favorite. This is my ride or die. And this shade is Plum Paradise. If you guys love the Clinique Black Honey, this is like a more pigmented Clinique Black Honey. And it stays on your lips way longer. Okay. My face is dry. We have a dry face. So we're going to go in with our bronzer. Our Miss Fenty Beauty bronzer in Indica Sun. She is well loved. I don't want to pick out another bronze. I love this bronzer. If you notice I have a like collection of high-end and low-end stuff, it is what it is. Not everything like works exactly as it does for you as it might somebody else. This is also way lighter than I feel like my actual bronzer. So it just like, I don't know. We're going to be so careful. This is my Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Captivating. This has been sitting in my cart on Sephora forever. And a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, I decided to take the plunge and get it. It's $30. And this is what she looks like. Try not to drop any of her. And that was a horrible day for me when I realized that she was broken. Also a BH Cosmetics brush. She's a flat top brush that's probably meant for foundation. I use her for blush because if anybody knows me, I'm a blush fiend and I like to pack it on. Oh, I'm re-dipping already. Like, oh, guys, like, hello? This is one of the most fabulous blushes I've ever gotten to know in my life. Tarte, if you stop making this blush, oh, we're gonna come for blood. Because, hello? I cannot deal if this blush leaves my life. I want this to be my wedding day blush. I want this combo. Just in case we need to know how serious I am about it. Okay. Now, fun time. We're gonna work on the under eyes again. I'm just gonna take the big same flat top brush. We're gonna do the Morgue, which is that lighter. And you know what? I don't really care. What Lynn's makeup look says, you don't look weird with eyeshadow in her eye. You're just not used to it. Girl, I can't picture a life without eyeshadow underneath my eye. That is crazy talk, guys. Put eyeshadow underneath your eyes. It brings your whole look together. Especially when you're doing this, like, dark and smoky look. Like, if you don't have eyeshadow underneath your eyes, you look dumb. You don't look dumb. You just don't look put together. That's what I should say. That sounds more polite. Okay, so we're gonna bake a little bit. I'm gonna take the side of the powder puff and we're gonna round it down the nose. Just because I need that. Basically, powder. Powder the hollow of your cheeks. Powder where you would have contoured your nose. It just will help them look slimmer. And you're like, Corinne, when do you take this off? You don't. It dries down and it's gorgeous. Like, I have some of my blush on my table. Oh no. Use the brush to pick it up. You are going to say lock and loaded for the next makeup look. Okay. I should let some time go by, but I'm lazy, so. If you're wondering which one I'm using the one size covered in foundation translucent. Where the fuck did that guy come from? Okay. And you're like, what do you do now? More spray, more spray. Because now you're fully powdered. This you don't have to judge your face in. But now you can do stuff like mascara. And you're like, I got Rimmel London. Guess where I got it? TJ Maxx. So I'm going to use my Fenty bronzer to use the little mirror in it to put on my mascara. Now this would look Boots Eats breakfast, lunch, and dinner with some lashes, but I'm not doing that, so. Also, girls don't do bottom lashes either. They're just like, I hate bottom lashes. Oh, couldn't be me. I love how messy and like amazing this mascara is. The brush is huge. I have small eyes. This is my best friend's favorite mascara besides NARS Climax, which is my fault because I got a sample size for her, or like the travel size for her to try. And she wears mascara pretty much every single day, and I just got mascara right there for her. And she goes through it real quick. And Honey Boots, that mascara is so pretty. But for her drugstore choice, it's going to be the Rimmel. Or the Maybelline Sky High. Which I get. I have a Sky High in my drag bag. Boots that eats. If you get a little mascara under your eye, just rub it in. And you're like, why don't you just curl your lash? This mascara doesn't hold a curl. My best friend has gorge lashes. She doesn't need it to hold a curl. I need mascara to hold a curl. Neo Girl on TikTok, she reviews mascaras to see if they would hold a curl. And I'm not about like needing to use a waterproof to hold my curl. Not about that life. Okay. We're gonna take a Q-tip. Not that you guys can really see what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of almost removing my like foundation from that spot. Oh, it's concealer too. So what we're gonna do. This is why you also wait and you will powder later on. You kind of gotta follow all your setting steps again to make sure that you fix that spot. Boots down. Okay. That spot is boots down fixed. So, what I've learned with this mascara is that you cannot just your whole face. You have to wait for this shit to dry. 2 layers later, this shit needs to dry, honey. And it gets slightly wet and reactivates. I have ruined many looks with this mascara. So, I'm going to take my Super Shock Shadow in Lady Bird. Just pick it up on my finger. And we're just going to use this as highlight. I don't care if it leaves a cast. I don't care, girl. I like my makeup to look cohesive. And so that means I've got to put a glittery eyeshadow on my face. I'm gonna do that. Hi, kids. What are you guys doing? Okay, this is when I take the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is the final look. Let's bring you into up in front of a window. Oh, boots, bitch. Shady little boots. Okay, I think what I need to do is reinforce this eyeliner because it's just covered in powder and it doesn't look as dark as I want it to. Kind of hides the fact that it's a bad shape, but that's fine. And I'm actually just some final touches. I am going to connect it slightly underneath my eye. Real close to the waterline though. Like a stamp. But this is now the final look. Close up, you can see all my texture, all how the look looks. Far away. It's a Mona Lisa, girl. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching and just like hanging out while I did makeup and pretending you gave a shit.